Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is time for the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge and we are on week 26. Don't forget to put in this hashtag to see what everyone's doing. As always, link to Margarete's YouTube and Etsy will be down below. It's on her Etsy that you can find the prompts, and I have playlists not only of everything I've done this year but everything I've done the 3 previous years before that, and I do change it up each year so it's not always the same format, so please do go and check that out if you are interested. Let's have a look at today's prompts. An umbrella or parasol. So I found this in one of my magazines. Something edible. We have quite a few options here. So I have like this page with the ice creams, we have some watermelon washi, we have this little picnic, so a few different things. Something yellow or orange. Well, where is it? We have this, and also I have, oh gosh, where have they gone to? Oh, these are also from a magazine. They're little cake tins and they've got yellow and orange on it. A piece of clothing. So I have this guy who's in his shirt. Something that moves or flows. Well, I'm thinking of adding maybe the waterfall in the background. We're going to see how that works. And a fingerprint. I don't think I'm going to do the fingerprint. If I do, I might do it afterwards and add it on like with the prompts, but I don't know if I'm going to do that one. So let's get started. And today's picture is this one. So this is my partner, our daughter, and one of our sons. Our daughter wasn't able to come down for Father's Day, so she had arranged to come down for a couple of days last week, and unfortunately, due to timings and people being ill, my youngest son had to rearrange something, so he actually was away the couple of days that she came down. He had something that he was visiting someone, but that was fine because he saw his dad on Father's Day. So all of us went out. She came down. It was a great couple of days. I'm thinking I want this in the background. It was just a great couple of days. It really, really was. We just caught up. We haven't seen her for a little while. And she'd been away on a work trip and things. And we were just catching up. I am going to see her again soon. But we were just catching up and chatting and looking at all her pictures and things from when she was away, and playing games all together. And then we went out for a whole day, sort of doing fun activities. That was like a little mini golf place, and it was a lot of fun. And normally I do really well at it, but for some reason, this time I did not do so well at it. But my partner did, and he got some hole-in-ones and things like that. We played a few games, and then he won another free game because he got over a certain amount of points. Anyway, it was good fun, and it wasn't that busy, which was brilliant. And then we just did some fun things and had some good food and just a nice time all in all. And I wanted to use the ice creams because it is so hot. I keep saying it, so I apologize, but it is. And so ice lollies and water and all that sort of stuff is what we're all enjoying at the moment. Yeah, so it was just fun. It was sad that our youngest wasn't there. I know he was like, what? But he couldn't rearrange what he was doing. And she was meant to come down the week before, but that's when we were all really ill. And she would have come down for a few days, then immediately gone away on her work trip. And we just didn't want her coming down when we were all feeling so sick. And also, we wouldn't have been able to do anything fun, and I really didn't want her to get poorly when she has such a busy time at the moment with things happening. So yeah, we had to rearrange, and that was the only time she could come down. Oh, these things happen. But as I said, our youngest got to be with his dad on his on Father's Day anyway, so it was fine. Do you have the waterfall? I just don't know if that's going to work. I may think of something else for that. I want the little umbrella because it looks like you're outside, and we had lunch out, and we actually had a takeaway for dinner, which we don't usually have, but we ordered in some food for dinner. Yeah, we just don't normally do that. To be honest, there's not a lot of places that I enjoy, or any of us really enjoy their takeaway, but yeah, that was nice. And I picked these tins. When I saw them, I thought this is perfect, because before my daughter had come down, she'd actually said to me, Mum, could you make me a whole load of brownies? And I was like, yeah, sure, why? Because she was going to a barbecue the day after getting back from ours, and she was going to take some with her. My daughter really does not cook. She never has. She doesn't like it. She can't really do it. She's a bit of a disaster in the kitchen, which is fine, because she is married. Well, she is marrying. They will get married later this year. A qualified chef. So that's brilliant. And he's so sweet. He always makes sure he makes extra food, so that if he's away or anything like that, that she has plenty in the house. But she had asked, I always baked, I think I mentioned this in another video, when my kids were growing up, baking was something I did all the time. And one of the things they love best are my brownies. That's something they really, I just want this pop of green on here. What is that prompt? Something that moves or flows. Could we say leaves? I don't know. Yeah, one of the things they like best is my brownies. So she had said, can you just make some brownies for me to take, Mum? I was like, of course. So I thought, as I gave her the brownies in a tin, in a cake tin to take with her, I thought that kind of worked when I saw that, because it does fit with the prompt. So umbrella, because we'd eaten lunch. And it was hot and we were out and things. Lollies, because it was so hot, and we picked up more lollies and stuff. And then, yeah, that cake tin. I just thought that works so well with her asking for the brownies. We introduced her to the game Catan. It's what they call them, tabletop games, if you don't know. And she hasn't played it before. We've been playing it as a family, because I brought it for this son, or he got it as a gift for Christmas, and he really enjoys it. And so we've been playing that a lot with the boys being home. And she'd said, oh, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this one. I've kind of heard about it. I don't know if it's my kind of thing. We were like, well, let's just give it a go. And then if you're not enjoying it, we can play a completely different game. And she was like, okay, we'll do that. But it was very good. And considering she didn't know what she was doing, she ended up winning. We've now decided that anyone who plays the game, who... could we say that ice creams flow? Something that moves or flows. Well, when ice cream melts, that flows. What do we think, guys? Is that pushing? Is that pushing the prompt? Ice cream flows. Well, it does flow down your hand, doesn't it? It runs down your hand when you're holding it in hot weather. Oh, brilliant. I'm going to use that for that prompt, not the waterfall. Yay, I'm happy with that. Yes, she was like, I don't really know what I'm doing and all this kind of thing. And then she won. She won the game. And yeah, we've just decided that anyone who plays it for the first time, if they're playing with people who've played before, This has just got some, I think it might even be mustard seed on it. I just wanted a bit of colour. They tend to win because the first time our youngest played it the other week, he won. So that's what we're just going to say now. That anyone who plays it for the first time, they win. I think I am going to stitch around this. Yeah, so I just stitched around that in some black just to make it pop. So you may say that, oh no, that's cheating. Ice cream with the flow prompt. But it is my, it's my Margarete Miller. So that's what I'm going with, ice cream flows. Especially in this weather. If you literally take it out of the freezer for more than a minute. It's just a big pile of liquid. But yeah, so she played. If you don't know what Catan is, I will see if I can link it down below. But it's a really fun game and you're trying to build your cities and trade resources and all that kind of thing, which sounds really boring. I know my daughter was like, that just doesn't sound fun. But she loves King Domino that we play, which is a very, very basic kind of a sort of building. So King Domino is like a tile game, hence the name Domino, but you're trying to build a kingdom of different kind of areas like rivers and forests and things like that. And then depending how many you have that are all linked up and depending on the numbers on them, you will, the one with the most points is the winner. So I said to her, well, imagine it like King Domino, but a bit more complicated and not too much complicated. Actually, Catan's really easy, the basic rules, once you've played it. And she was like, okay, well, I'll give it a go. And she ended up really enjoying it and winning. So well done her. I think we were playing it for like an hour and a half. But that was fun. And then we just did some other kind of games that my partner wanted to play because he likes like movies and things like that. So we were playing like quizzes and stuff to do with all that. But it was a really good, just really good couple of days. I want him popping out of the cake tins because it reminds me of, you know, when someone jumps out of a birthday cake and they go, surprise! But also he just looks super happy. So obviously my partner won, their dad won. So let's have him jumping up, this guy with his shirt. But yeah, I'll try and find, if you don't know what Catan and King Domino are, I'll try and link them in the description box in case you or someone you know would be interested. We really enjoy both. King Domino is super quick and fast and to do with numbers, which, believe me, considering I don't like numbers, I still love that game. And Catan is much longer. But my son now wants an expansion pack because there's so many expansions on Catan. So he now wants an expansion pack for that. So we're going to look into what pack he may like for that, because we're all enjoying it. I'm just trying to work out where to put this. These are actually the rub-ons. Remember this very moment. Wouldn't it have been great if he could have held it in the air? Oh, if I'd moved him down, he could have looked like he was holding that up. Do you know what? That works on that side because it's so bright. If we bring in the yellow again, we can have just a little bit of yellow and it'll work on the other side too. Don't you just love it when things like that come together? Let's get a little bit of black on there as well. So yeah, catching up, lots of chatting, time with their dad. Yeah, I want this so it looks like, yeah, remember this very moment. Whoop whoop, you won, good job. And yeah, looking forward. Should see her again very soon. She doesn't, if you don't know, if you're new here, hello and welcome. She doesn't live near us. She lives about an hour and a half away. So we try we try to see her or her come to us sometimes once a month, just because we all just love being together. But sometimes that's just not possible. And this year in particular, between illness, like she was meant to come down when we all got really, really sick with COVID at the start of the year. She was meant to come down that actual week, and I had to again message her and say, no, you do not want to come here right now. That'll look nice across there, I think. And then again, we'd had to cancel because of sickness this time. She's been super busy and away on work trips, and we've just been super busy. And although we did go and see her after we got better, but you know, I'm wondering about putting this somewhere else, but I don't think we need it. Do you know, I've done that now and I've glued it, but I don't think we need it. So it's just been one of those things. I'm going to move this over to the side. I'll put that somewhere else. That this year has been a bit... realised I've stuck that over that, so this needs to be trimmed down. Been a bit difficult, but over the next few months we will be seeing her a lot, because there's birthdays and occasions, and also lots of last minute wedding prep before her wedding later in the year. This does pick up some of those colours quite nicely, so I like that. Just having a look at some tabs. I also have this pretty floral one, which also kind of works. I'm trying to see what I would like. I think that's quite cute. Do you know, I think I like, you can't see this one very well, but it picks up the colours of this. But then we also have those colours in this tab. Should we do the flowers? Why not? And we're going to put it, oh no, don't go missing down there. We're going to put it on the prompts. It's just a fun, colourful one. Can you tell it's summertime? This happens all the time when I'm doing challenges. My makes, particularly in the Margarete Miller, kind of, they really do reflect the season that I'm in. So I tend to start using brighter colours as spring and summer come along. And most of the time that's completely unintentional. But sometimes I do it on purpose. But yeah, so that will fit into here, which I think is super cute. And we need to glue this down, and then we're going to be done. Da, da, da. So yeah, we'll be seeing her again soon, which is nice. And our other son should be with us when we see her then. And then, yeah, we've just got to get lots of planning and things done. She'll be coming down later in July for wedding stuff. I'm making some bits. So she's coming down to, we can make those together and finalise them. And yeah, just lots and lots to do. Lots of things happening in August, wedding related. So yeah, it's going to be busy for a little while. Okay, so here we go. I'm wondering about putting something there. I don't know what I would want. So we'll leave it for now. So an umbrella or parasol, something edible, watermelon, something yellow or orange, a piece of clothing, something that moves or flows, melting ice cream, and a fingerprint. I'm just not going to do that one. And that's it, guys. What do you think? I'm really happy with this. I think it's fun. So both of these have been quite bright. So yeah, that's lots of fun, good memories, and that's it for now. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, wherever you are in the world, first of all, I hope you're having lots of yummy food. And secondly, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.